What's up? Good morning and welcome back to another video on high altitude investing. Today in the crypto space, I want to be talking about two banker coins that I'm personally keeping on my radar and watching because of the chart patterns they're showing. Before I get into exactly what these two coins are, make sure you hit that like button for me as well as subscribing because as you guys can see, I'm dedicated to uploading 5 videos weekly just like this one to keep you guys updated and posted in the markets. Now, you guys are already aware of one of these coins and actually I have talked about the other one in the past, but it hasn't been for a minute. And so I figured I would bring these coins up in today's video to really give you guys an idea of where I think prices are going and why I think banker coins are important for at least a certain period of time in the cryptocurrency asset class. So without further ado, let's get straight into the video. So I'm going to be starting with XRP here because XRP is a very, very well-known project and one that I am very excited about when it comes to chart patterns. If you know much about falling wedge patterns, you know that they're a very, very high probability pattern and end up playing out with a lot of strength. This has been making a falling wedge on the linear chart really since $1, and we found support down here at around 25 cents, found some more resistance, bounced in between support and resistance until finally we are now at resistance again. What will really confirm that this wedge is going to play out is if we break this resistance, and that level is around 25 cents. You guys, currently XRP is at 21 cents right now, but we actually have increasing volume and price right here. And so I do think it's very possible for us to see a breakout of that resistance and play out this rise or falling wedge pattern. These falling wedge patterns actually move the same height as the triangle itself, so we will see a very, very nice upside move here. I don't really want to get into exact targets because of the nature of the VIP, but on the free channel here, I can give you a projection of prices, and I do expect this to break out of resistance and start trending on the upside and making higher highs and higher lows. As far as why banker coins are important in this period of time, you guys, we still have a lot of banks in the world. Although I do believe we are moving towards an era where everybody is their own bank, most of the money held in the world today is within bank systems. And so there will be a transitional process for that. And I believe XRP will be one of the main projects that allow us to integrate the old technology with the new technology as we move into the future of not needing it at all. But for now, I do expect banker coins to have a very big part inside of this market and a big place as far as price action, as far as whether this coin will be developed, whether institutions are buying it. And I think that all of that is happening right now. You guys, Stellar Lumens is the other coin that I'm watching very closely in the banker coin kind of genre of coins, and this one has been on a very large downtrend. What's actually interesting about this correction to me, it's not exactly the same, but it does remind me a lot of the 2015/2014 correction in Bitcoin where we had a large ABC correction. There's the first sell-off previous to that, and we had the parabolic new paradigm right here. In my opinion, this is in the depression phase of its market cycle. It will likely break out and then make some type of a disbelief similar to 3.2 thousand Bitcoin. So this right here, in my eyes, is like buying Bitcoin in 2018 when it was worth 3.2 thousand. The only difference is this is going to move a lot higher percentage on the upside. And so because of that, you guys, both XRP and Stellar are on my watch list and coins that I think you guys should be watching and paying attention to over the next little while. If you go to coinmarketcap.com, you can see where these coins are at as far as market capitalization goes. You can see that Stellar is number 11 and XRP is number 3. You guys, XRP has been in the top coins here for a long time. XRP is one of the oldest coins inside of the entire market. one of the longest developed and has a really big infrastructure as well as a lot of institutions that use it on a regular basis. Stellar Lumens also has partnerships with IBM, and you have to understand that Stellar Lumens has been around for a long time as well. I don't think it's been around quite as long as XRP has, but it is also a well-developed coin with large partnerships and a lot of money coming in. You guys, both of these websites have been updated, obviously, since the 2018 runs, but they've been updated quite significantly since then. As far as development goes on these two projects, I do not personally know how much they have been developed as far as changes to the projects, but you guys already know that I do not pay too much attention to fundamentals because I get everything I need to know out of the chart patterns, and that's where I make all of my money. With that being said, you can see that Stellar has a very, very nice website, and again is partnered with a lot of large companies and businesses. XRP has another amazing website. This is like your standard cryptocurrency background where you have a bunch of dots connected with lines. Either way, I really like the XRP site. You guys, XRP is a token and Ripple is the business and the infrastructure around that. And so because of that, sometimes people that are a fan of XRP will get a little bit offended if you call XRP Ripple because there actually is a difference. Ripple, I believe, is essentially the company and kind of the business around it, whereas XRP is the token itself. And so because of that, you guys, remember to call XRP XRP, otherwise you'll get angry comments. Oh man. So this right here is an example of transactions per second. Bitcoin can do 3 to 6 transactions per second. Ethereum can do about 15. And XRP can do 1,500 transactions per second. You guys, so that's really amazing as far as how the blockchain works. I've used XRP many times for payments. It's very fast and one that I am accustomed to when it comes to speed. When it comes to volatility, XRP is much more volatile than the other cryptos are. So because of that, if you're using it as a payment system, it's usually good to keep your money in Bitcoin or US dollar Tether, and then use XRP, buy into it, and then use it when you're doing the transaction itself for speed. But overall, as far as whether XRP is less volatile than Bitcoin, it's way more volatile. So if you're talking about a store of value, it does not function as well as a store of value in the sense of volatility. Now, that doesn't mean that I don't think that this is going to moon really hard, break all-time highs, and go for a huge another parabolic cycle. But it does mean that it tends to be a lot more jumpy and volatile along its movement. And so because of that, you have to understand that. And also because of that, I'm not one to think that it's smart to put 100% in to one of these coins or either of these banker coins, honestly, because of their movement. Now, with that being said, you guys, I am watching Bitcoin very closely as well. Obviously, the other coins are all going to follow Bitcoin. You guys know that I trade Elliott wave theory. One of the basic rules of Elliott wave theory is that the 1 wave is pretty small, but the actual rule itself is that the 3 wave is bigger then it cannot be the smallest wave inside of the cycle. And so because of that, you often get a much bigger 3 wave than you get a 1 wave. And what I'm actually seeing in Bitcoin right now is we've completed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves up in an ABC correction. And so this is actually a big 1 and a 2 wave. And so when you get a 1 and a 2 wave, you can expect a 3 wave. Now, if the 3 wave is bigger than the 1 wave is, you can imagine why I'm so excited about Bitcoin and one of the reasons why I put half my cash reserves in on this panic. It's also why I was so excited about Bitcoin in this corrective wave right here because, whether you are new and you're counting this as an ABC or whether you've been around for a little while and you see this has all ABC subwaves, so you count it properly as a WXYXZ, really doesn't matter either way, you guys. It's going to have the same outcome either way because it's a corrective move after 5 waves. So you get to the same destination. You guys, when you get to the bottom of a terminal correction like that, It's so good to buy. And so that's one of the reasons I was posting so many long trades on my TradingView and in my Discord at 3.2 thousand because of this move that was coming in the markets. So yeah, you guys, Bitcoin, XRP, Stellar, all great holds. They're obviously all going to move as Bitcoin moves up. The way that I see Stellar and XRP is they're basically right here in their cycles. So they're kind of behind Bitcoin. They're basically where Bitcoin was in 2018 towards the end of the year. So if you're sad that you didn't get the gains on Bitcoin from 3,000 up to 14K, or maybe you missed out, XRP and Stellar are a couple of picks you can buy now that will follow that same pattern that Bitcoin already painted. I really appreciate you guys tuning into today's video. If you got any value, make sure that you share it with your friends. Also, you guys, check out my VIP course on my website so that you guys can accelerate your learning, start learning from the VIP videos. You guys, I teach people how to fish. With that being said, I also provide lots of amazing signals updated almost daily, sometimes a few times a day, actually. I will take Sundays off occasionally, but I mean, even last Sunday I was posting in there. I get a little hooked on these charts. So I'm posting on here regularly. There's tons of setups all the time. So not only do I teach you how to fish, but I show you how I'm fishing as well in my trades. So you can profit along with me, start making money, pay back the initial fee that it costs to join. And then you're just on the house straight making profits in the markets. So this is what the VIP is all about. I'm really proud of the VIP itself. Been getting tons of new members, so shout out to all the new VIP members. You guys have been asking me lots of questions and have been benefiting off all of those signals. So I really appreciate every single one of you. Anyways, you guys, thank you guys so much for tuning in today's video. I will see you in tomorrow's video. And as always, stay profitable out there.